That's right, 200km/h winds are serious business. That was recorded in the Canterbury High Country, which of course is an exposed area, a little bit like where we are here on the Port Hills above.
Oh well, I believe the appropriate term is fuck. I guess it could be worse. It doesn't look to have torn. But fuck. Mondo, why didn't you hold it up for it? He's no help. Well, everything inside looks like it's still there. Looks like it's just completely come unwrapped. Yeah, right. Well, I'm going to have to get that back up. I'm going to be fighting the wind, and I'm probably going to be saying rude words. More rude words. I believe it's supposed to rain tonight, and the wind isn't letting up, so yay. Alright, let's see if we can get this fixed. That was a prick of a job. And I had a bit of a tantrum in the middle of it. It's not on square, it's not on straight, but it's on. Hopefully it'll hold. I'm actually going to have to buy another roll. It's completely f***ed. It's torn to shreds. All the staple holes, all the rubbing on the corners. There's tears in it. You've got to tear it down there, which happened. And down again. Wow. That's very frustrating. But all of this stuff is just knackered. And I guess it just isn't going to stay up on its own. Luckily, I've got all those battens that need to stop gracing the floor, but there's no point battening this stuff up. It is just garbage now. It needs replaced. So I've got a little bit of the roll left down here, and I'm going to have to tear this down and get rid of it, which is a real shame, but I guess if nothing else, this wrap allowed me to recover and get back to a point where I can work again. So you know, it's a small price to pay, I guess, although it's a price, and it's kind of gutting, but you know, it could be worse, I suppose. There was no damage done really that I'm aware of, that I can see. It didn't rain. Yeah. Alright, onwards and upwards. Alright guys, well, I'll just close this out with what I've done. I'm sorry I didn't video it. I had to get it done, and there was an awful lot of swearing, so it wouldn't have made for good video. But the building is basically battened on the front. It's partly battened on this end, and it's partly battened on the far end as well. I've got a wee bit more work to do. The battening looks a little bit rough, and it's a little bit ballsed up. I did it in a hurry. I had to get it done before the winds came back through again. We've had so much really strong wind here, and it's just been a nightmare. But since I've had the battening on, the wrap has been absolutely rock solid, so it had to be done, and I'm glad I've got it done. I can't really, there's not much to show you anyway. All I've done is basically put the battens, which are 40 by 20 or 45 by 20 cavity battens, on every stud, and then at every dwang I've put one that's on a slight angle, which is what the building code says to do. I'm open to criticism on that, because I followed the code, or what I think is the code, and then I look at actual buildings, and in a lot of cases the cavity battens are actually run horizontal rather than vertical, from what I can see, which is kind of weird to me, because what the code says is one sealing batten across the top, and by actually sealing the airflow from going up through. So I've got one running along the top and then down each stud, and then you're supposed to have one on each dwang, which is at a 5-degree angle or more, and I think about 50mm gap either end of it. So there should be, moisture should be able to run down out of it, but air should not be able to go up through it. But it should be able to circulate to allow it to dry out. That's my understanding, but when I look at actual buildings built by actual builders, that's not what I actually see. So I'm really keen, if anyone out there is an actual builder, then you know, let me know, is this right? Because it kind of seems right when I think about it, but I'm not 100% certain. Hello Dick, are you coming for a guest appearance? I don't know if you'll be on the camera. one of the goats has just come over to say hello. And here comes the other one. Hey Tom. This goat likes a head scratch, don't you, Dick? Hey. Mondo, our horse, has gone off. We've leased him out to a lady who's going to do a bit of riding with him because he was just walking around here annoying the goats and not really getting ridden, so I think Dick's a wee bit lost because that was his mate. He'll be back someday, and who knows, he might be less annoying when he gets back. Hey. Alright, so anyway, yeah, really keen to hear from anyone that actually knows, is this right or is it right enough? Because face it, if it's right enough, I'm not going to tear it down and start again. The only thing, and you can't probably see it, is that I should have put the wrap and the battens right up as far as I could get them, and I didn't, and I'm kind of pissed off about that. But yeah, I was in a hurry to get the battening up, and it is what it is. So I'll probably just put another row of batten. The cavity battens are cheap, so I'll probably just put another row across the top, on top of the one I've got, and that'll take it up high enough that I can then work out what I'm doing for a sever. That's a job for another day. So yeah, that's where we're at. I've got wrap back on. I didn't have enough wrap to go right around the building, so I've got some more wrap. And a big shout out to the boys at McVicker ITM for helping me out with that. I honestly thought I was going to be 250 bucks in the hole for another roll, which right now for us is a huge expense, and they were able to help me out with enough to actually get the job done, so I'll be able to get that back half of the building done, which is, I mean, it's really appreciated. So, you know, they're not sponsoring this in any way. I have built this all off my own coin, my own brain, what's left of it, and yeah, but just wanted to thank them for their help. It is appreciated. They've been really good with advice, they've been really good with answering questions, and they've been really good with having what I needed when I needed it. So, you know, huge shout out to them. And for what it's worth, I guess I'm advertising them on the building wrap, but you know, they've been really good. So anyway, that's really all I've got to say. I am going to get back into this shortly, and hopefully get some more progress done on it. We're back into summer now, as you can tell. It's only raining a little bit, and it's only, you know, well, it's a balmy 7 or 8 degrees at the moment, I think. So yeah, perfect summer. But yeah, we're just sort of coming into longer days, longer evenings, and I should be able to get stuck back into this, and hopefully cladding's sitting over there on the trailer, paint is in the porch, so I've got undercoat and I've got the top coat. Nikki's determined to have everything in a iron sand colour, so that's what that'll be. Although this window is a light cream, the ranch slide is brown, and I think the window at the other end's blue, so yeah, who knows, we may have a look at actually painting the windows, but we'll see how we go. So there you go, update. That's where we're at. We haven't made a whole lot of progress, but at least it hasn't blown over, and that's, you know, that's as much as I can ask for at the moment. So back into it soon. Thanks for your patience. I know some of you have been hanging out for the video to see where things are at, but yeah, with the weather starting to turn, we should be back into it pretty soon, I think. All right, cheers.